Hi, Gigi with today's thought, and today we're talking about Donald Trump, who, as you may have heard, has been in the news lately. He just won a very significant court victory. You probably have heard by now because you're seeing this day after I'm recording it, but that $464 million bond that Trump was supposed to put up just to be able to appeal the decision against him. This is the idea of the Letitia James persecution of Donald Trump and the judge Engoron. They have egg on their faces today. You may have heard that that $464 million judgment. Would he be able to come up with it by Monday, the day I'm recording this? A lot of speculation about that. Trump appealed to the New York Supreme Court, which, by the way, just to let you know, that's in New York. For the country, the Supreme Court is the highest court. In New York State, it's not. The highest court is the appeals court, and then the Supreme Court is below the appeals court. So I believe he appealed to the Supreme Court. I'm not going to, that doesn't really matter. I'm not even going to bother to look it up. I say Supreme Court. You say I'm wrong, then fine, I'm wrong. What matters is that whatever court it was, they reduced the amount to $175 million. $175 million to which is somebody like Trump, who's worth $3 billion. That's just pocket change. So he's going to put that up. And not only that, the court gave him 10 days to put it up. So to come up with $175 million, which he, as I said, it's probably just pocket change to him. I wish it were to me, and some of you probably wish it were to you. But well, maybe it is to some of you. I don't know who's watching this. And anyways, so he just won that victory. And then you have Letitia James. She made a statement completely after one of these sour grapes statements that, well, the original judgment still stands, but that's, I'm pretty confident that's going to be appealed. All of these things, I mean, are going to be, I know it's going to be appealed. I mean, that's going to be reversed by a higher court. This reduction of the fine, of the bond amount, the amount he has to put up, that's a pretty good signal that that's probably going to happen. Of course, we need to wait to see what happens. But meanwhile, there's another trial. Trump was in court today on the Stormy Daniels, the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels should be a misdemeanor. Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan DA, is trying to turn it into a crime. That's another case. That's probably the worst, the most frivolous case. And what they're trying to do, obviously, is, well, Trump is going to tell you in a moment. I'm going to put up he made a statement after the hush money hearing he went to. What he asked for, the Justice Department was delaying turning over, I think, 90,000 pages of documents, some absurd amount, and Trump asked to have the trial delayed so that the defense could look at the documents. Now, the judge refused. Another one of these, I want to say corrupt, but I'll say heavily biased. All these, as Trump, well, again, you're going to hear Trump, he is going to say exactly what is going on. Well, we all know is going on, and he's going to put it, just lay it right on the line, and he's going to be defiant. He's going to, well, as I said, you're going to hear from him himself, but the main point, before you hear from him, is that this shows you what a strong man is, what a strong man he is, what a strong leader he is. That imagine anybody else who could stand up, the number of indictments against him, who could stand up to these thugs, and that's what they are, and that's what Trump calls them, by the way. They're thugs. They're Democratic operatives, and their whole, it's lawfare, which you'll also say. It's just, and if you don't know what lawfare means, that's, well, you know, warfare is fighting a war. Lawfare means weaponizing the justice system, going after somebody to bankrupt them, to, as you'll also hear Trump say, in this case, election in interference, to interfere with the election, to prevent him from campaigning, to prevent him, to deny him funds, to finance his campaign. And by the way, another thing, I have another thought I'm working on, and it's going to take some time. A lot of quotes I got to put in, that takes time. But why Trump is leading in all these polls, every poll. I just checked the swing state polls. He is not only leading in every one, he is leading in all of the polls for each of the swing states. Some of them, one of them at least, going all the way back to January. Biden doesn't lead. The only thing that varies from poll to poll in these swing states is the amount of Trump's lead. And why is that? I'm going to cover that in a future thought, hopefully the next one. It depends. It might have to wait till next week. But anyways, I've talked enough. I'm going to let Trump talk now. And, well, it was a statement that he made, and he also took questions. To be frank, I watched the whole thing. Now I have to edit it and see which parts I'm going to put in there. But I'm going to link to the entire statement and question and answer session, so you can watch the whole thing if you want to, and it is worth watching. So for now, here is Donald Trump.
A phenomenal company that's very low leverage, unbelievably low leverage, with a lot of cash, a lot of everything else. Why should I let a crooked judge make a decision to give $450 million that allows me to spend very little money on my campaign if I so choose? I'll be spending money on my campaign. I might spend a lot of money on my campaign, but I should have that option. A crooked judge shouldn't say, we're going to have you post a bond and take all of that money that I could be spending on a campaign or other things if I want to do other things. So we were gratified by the professionalism of the opinion today. I thought it was I think it's a very important opinion for New York. But the only thing that's going to really solve that problem is when I win, because you're going to have to win. Because no company is going to be coming to New York if I don't win that case. That case is a scam, it's a sham, and it's a hoax. You shouldn't be persecuting people that have done a great job. I paid $300 million approximately over the years in taxes here. $300 million. That's a lot of money. And you're going to lose those people that pay all that money, and you're not even going to have a state anymore. They just won't be able to do it. Yep.
Sir, but back to the trial here in 3 weeks. Do you plan to testify, and are you concerned?
Which hearing?
The trial here.
I don't know that you're going to have the trial. Well, I don't know how you can have a trial like this in the middle of an election, a presidential election. And this is a Biden trial. These are all Biden trials because Colangelo worked for Biden. Can you imagine they take a guy out of DOJ and they put him into the Attorney General's office and then into the Manhattan DA's office to go after Trump? These are all Biden trials, so I don't know that you're going to have it. I think we're going to get some court rulings. Yeah, please.
But will you testify if that trial goes forward in 3 weeks?
I would have no problem testifying. I didn't do anything wrong.
And would you be concerned that a conviction, if you are convicted in that trial, could cost you the election, given what Todd said voters are...
Well, it could also make me more popular, because the people know it's a scam. It's a Biden trial. This is a Biden. There is no trial. There's a Biden trial. Colangelo, the man who stood up, had the nerve to actually stand up and take over. You know, he's been sitting in the background for the last year. Today he went right up front because they figure he buffaloed the whole public and the writers, including you people. He got them buffaloed. They forgot. They didn't, a little while ago. Time sort of people forget with time. They don't have good memories. I do. They don't have good memories. But Colangelo from the DOJ was put there to go after Trump. And today he stood up and he took over the whole office. He's been running the whole thing. He's been signing the letters. He's been doing things for a long time. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. This is all done by the Democrat Party, and it's all done by Biden and his group. I don't know if it's Biden, because I don't know if Biden is even sharp enough. I don't know if Biden knows what's happening. You want to know the truth? Maybe he does. He probably does. But this is all done by Biden and the thugs that work for Biden. And it's a very bad thing. It's a very dangerous thing for our country. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
And that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you would think would benefit from it. Your comments are always welcome. Try to be respectful, okay? But your comments are welcome in the comment section below this video. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.